In 1827, composer Ludwig van Beethoven died in Vienna on March 26th. In the Battle of Navarino, October 20th, 1827, Greece's independence was secured after the British, French, and Russians defeated the Ottoman Empire and its Egyptian allies. In 1827, a conflict continued between the Empire of Brazil and the United Provinces of the Rio de la Plata, now known as Argentina. They fought over present-day Uruguay. Uruguay gained independence through the Treaty of Montevideo in 1827 after Britain brokered an agreement between Argentina and Brazil, which led to a ceasefire in the Cisplatine War. In 1827, France began planning to invade Algiers. The French initiated diplomatic tensions when it colonized Algeria. In 1827, the Russian Empire and the United Kingdom agreed to end the Russo-British naval war in the Baltic through the Treaty of Tilsit. Also, the Russians fought Persia to capture Persian territories. In the U.S., in 1827, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad began transporting passengers and freight in Maryland. On February 21, 1827, the first Native American newspaper, the Cherokee Phoenix, was established in Georgia. It was published in both the Cherokee and English languages and gave voice to the Cherokee Nation. European traders and missionaries increasingly interacted with the Maori tribes in New Zealand. In 1827, there were notable encounters between Europeans and the powerful Waikato Iwi tribe in the North Island, which influenced future colonization efforts. In 1827, the world's first public railway to use steam locomotives continued in England with the Stockton and Darlington Railway. Meanwhile, Freedom's Journal was the first African-American-owned newspaper in the United States as of March 16, 1827, in New York City. The periodical advocated for civil rights and abolition. In 1827, New York declared itself as a free state after passing the Gradual Emancipation Act. This law released all remaining enslaved people in the state of New York. In the Treaty of Washington, the Creek Nation in Georgia released their land to the U.S. government, which also displaced entire communities of Native Americans. In 1827, a powerful hurricane caused damage across the Gulf Coast, especially in Louisiana. Also, in 1827, the treaty between the Ashanti Empire and British allowed the British to expand their influence in West Africa in present-day Ghana. At the same time, the American Colonization Society expanded its settlement of freed African Americans in Liberia. In 1827, the U.S. government took control of land owned by the Native American tribes in Wisconsin in the Treaty of Butte des Morts. In Egypt, Muhammad Ali Pasha faced revolts due to his military and economic reforms that were perceived as harsh and oppressive. One of the largest empires in West Africa, the Sokoto Caliphate expanded its territory in 1827 and consolidated Islamic rule across northern Nigeria. Under Sultan Muhammad Bello, illegal slave trade continued in Angola and the Gulf of Guinea despite Britain's efforts to suppress it. In 1827, the conflict between the Russian Empire and Persia intensified. Russian forces captured the cities of Yerevan and Nakhchivan, which significantly weakened Persia. This war would eventually lead to the Treaty of Turkmenchay in 1828. The British East India Company consolidated their control over India, and the British continued to smuggle opium into China. The opium trade led to the First Opium War in 1839. In 1820, tensions in Afghanistan and Persia rose as tribal conflicts and shifting alliances affected the region's stability. These tensions were part of the larger Great Game between Britain and Russia for dominance in Central Asia. In 1827, India, the already declining Mughal Empire, saw further erosion of its power, with more territories falling under British or local princely control. The emperor remained a nominal figurehead, with real power in the hands of the British East India Company. Captain James Stirling explored the Swan River in 1827, and his reports led to the founding of the Swan River Colony, now Perth, Western Australia, in 1829. This was a significant step in British colonization of Western Australia. In 1827, British settlers in Australia encountered ongoing resistance from Indigenous Australians as colonization expanded inland. Clashes over land use and resources became more frequent, leading to violence and repression of native populations. History is full of captivating facts that are often left out of public school textbooks. Take ownership of your education and research information that you are most interested in learning and provide a balance between what you are forced to read, what you really want to learn.